If you've landed here, it's probably because you care deeply about someone who's struggling or you've struggled yourself. That's probably true. I don't believe much in coincidence. I believe the universe is designed to bring us what we need right when we need it. The only question is, do we recognize it when it comes, or does something distract us just long enough to miss it? What you're about to see is a rough demo, unfinished, unpolished, and very raw, but it's a project in motion. And with your help, we hope to finish it and turn it into something truly powerful. So settle in, stay with it, and thank you for stepping into this story with us. Now, please get settled. The show is about to begin, and pay special attention to the next 60 seconds. Yes, I know that was uncomfortable. You fidgeted. You looked away. Maybe you skipped ahead or grabbed your phone. That's the point. You just felt it. What addiction does. That need for stimulation, that craving to escape stillness, and that urge to feel something, anything else. And if 60 seconds was that hard, now you understand just a fraction of what Ben lives with every day. So now let's begin the story. And maybe, just maybe, you'll walk away changed. So stick around after the final song. There's a special message waiting for you. It's just for those who stayed until the end.
Saw my boy today, he changed. Lines on his face, but love remains. He walk and talk with the past behind. Wife on his side, truth in his stride. Watch that girl take that stage. Carried our name with quiet grace. Eyes like fire, heart like bloom. Healed that room, healed my wounds. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' go the Father's way. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' go the Father's way. Oh, oh, oh. Had my doubts, I won't lie. prayed for him while time went by. Watched him fall, then try again. He fell hard, but he stood like a man. He tatted pain across his skin. Didn't know what it all meant then, but I see it now. It's the map he made. He lost his pride, found his faith. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' go the Father's way. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' go the Father's way. He became my son forever. Forever he my son. Not 'cause he perfect, 'cause he ain't. And that girl, his girl, she a light in this world. I see me in him and more of him in her. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' go the Father's way. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' go the Father's way. Oh, yeah. Oh. My Lord. Faith to life.
That's nice. Oh, we're not alone. Well, I'm glad you could join us. Sit down, I'm going to tell you a story. You're going to like it. Everybody loves a story. But you know, not every story is a good ending. But this one does. That's what was going on out there. So let me tell you about it. I think every story deserves, well, let's talk about it. Maybe there's someone in your life that's testing you. So I'm going to tell you how it went with us. I saw my boy today, not the one I held, but the man he became. Lines on his face where laughter used to sit, but love's still there. Hidden maybe, bruised, but there. I kept watch from this balcony while he stumbled through the fire and quiet storms. I prayed loud in silence, 'cause that's what fathers do when they ain't sure what to say anymore. So take your hat off, take your coat off, sit a while. I'm gonna tell you a little more. You see, his mama, she carried the ache in her bones. The kind of ache only mamas know. Where love don't let go, even when it should, even when it must. And me, I built walls out of worry. I called it protection, but it was mostly fear. Fear that I failed him. Fear that I let her down. That I missed the moment love asked me to stay soft. But time's a strange teacher. It don't lecture. It just keeps showing you things. Oh, things. Until your eyes stop blinking long enough to see. Well, I saw him. I saw him on stage, not preaching, just being. Like the music was pouring out of the scar tissue, healed up but still tender. And her, that girl beside him, she ain't just his. She's lighting the room. A balm, a sweet balm over years we thought were too far gone. See, love don't move fast, but it moves faithful. It believes. It hopes. It endures. And when everything's torn, everything goes sideways, love don't fail. It waits. That's what this album is about. That's what this story is about. Not a story about perfect people, but about people who don't run. We're going to walk you through some things now, some wounds, some wonder, and a whole lot of grace. So take a breath. Take your time. Everything's going to move in time. Everything going to go the Father's way. Well, let's back it up. Let's back it up 40 years. Ben had just turned 16, middle of 5 boys. Always seemed to need more attention than the others. I don't know why. I've got some theories. But they're just theories. We were a young couple trying to raise a house full of boys. There was only so much to go around. One day Ben decided he wasn't going to play by the rules anymore. And I told him, you can't live here and keep pushing like this. You can't be who you're trying to be and still live here. He said, then I'll find somewhere else to live. He picked up the phone, called his cousin, and just like that, he was packing a bag. We begged him not to go. But with his guitar on his back and a duffel in his hand, he climbed into that car. And he was gone. We didn't know where he was gone. We didn't know how long he'd be gone. All we knew was that moment, in that moment, he just disappeared.
Oh, yeah. Now let me tell it right. Happy home till the silence fell. Took our breath, broke the spell. Middle child, bright as sin. Then the lights went dim. That's when it began. We lost him, but not in ground. Still alive, just not around. Hardest thing to understand is missing someone you can't plan, who still stands. He was ours, but unmeant. One choice shook the tree, and it bent all 3. Didn't snap, but we leaned like we carried that scene. Tried to laugh, tried to pray, raise the rest along the way. But that ache don't fade, it sways in your bones, in your days. He needed more, we had less. It wasn't sin, It wasn't blessed, it was something in between. Somewhere human, somewhere mess. Some nights I'd hold my wife, she'd cry soft, question life, but we stayed through the night, through the fights, through the light. I watched his brothers grow and shine, while he wandered across the line. And I'd lie if I said I was fine, but I kept the gate unlocked every time. Years move like molasses, pain turned into practice. We loved him all the same, even when he forgot our names. 50 years of holding on, of trying again, of waiting in the wind. But if you knew the ending like I do, you'd take every step, you'd hold every breath, you'd cry every cry, just to say we found him in the end. Finding Ben.
So, while we're home mourning, worrying, trying to imagine what he could possibly be going through, what was going through his mind? I don't know.
I said things I didn't mean, but they don't hear me when I speak. Words get lost between my teeth. That's right. Try to explain all down the way. They don't ask me why I stay. Pour it up and fade away. Night and day feels okay. Hit it hard, I hit it deep. Made a promise I can't keep. Told myself I don't need sleep. Say again. I don't weep, but I ain't cheap. I've been starving for a week. Stomach talking in my sleep. What's it trying to tell me? Ain't no feast, ain't no peace. Grass for a pillow, stars above. My own arms, enough for love. That's what I said. Don't need no one else to trust. I'm grown up, I'm tough, but sometimes I still rewind. Wonder if they cry at night. Do they think I'm doing fine? Do they pray what they say? Maybe they just popped a pill. Maybe they just kept it still. Guess I gave them all their fill. Can't blame them. I was loud, I was proud. So I'm here with no plan, and a dream I still can't land. But I play and I pray that it all makes sense someday. Yeah. I'll be okay. Yeah, yeah.
Folks would call from time to time, "Hey, we saw Ben. How'd he look?" "Not good. Skinny, long hair, clothes torn, like hollow in his eyes." I don't know. People and their opinions. After a while, we just wish they'd stop telling us. Because knowing he was out there and that he was hurting, that was just as painful as thinking he might be gone. It was a slow morning. Not the kind where someone dies. You know, where you lay the flowers? No. This was the kind where someone disappears into night and no one knows if they're ever gonna come back. That's a mourning. That's the kind of grief. It settles in your bones, it turns black, starts to rot, and the months turn to years. Oh, man. One time we heard he was squatting in an old relative's house. So we found him. Midsummer. No power, no food, no water. He was passed out on the couch. Couldn't wake him. But his heart still beat. So we left him food, clean clothes, water, mercy. Although he had not called for mercy. So we didn't leave a note or a letter. Then years later, it was exciting. We got a hospital bill from California. We got a court notice from somewhere else. We didn't know whether to laugh or to cry. He's still alive, or he's in prison, or he's hurt. It was like a wedding and a funeral in the same moment. That's how we knew he was still alive, though. And he was still hurting. And he was still running. He'd call sometimes, every couple years, maybe in the middle of the night. "Someone's chasing me. I'm running for my life. What could we do? We were 3,000 miles away." We tell him, "Find a hospital, find help, just get somewhere safe." And through it all, well, I don't know why, but I kept count. And I counted the years and I waited for a sign. I thought, if ever he did come back,
does he ever miss my face? Does he wonder about this place? Does he think I stayed the same? Still his name, still the flame. He says no one understands, but I loved him with both hands. Poured my soul into that man, starved for him, gave my limb. There was love in every breath, every hush that held his mess. There's a light I still defend. He don't see it yet, but he will again. I remember when he cried, how his breath would shake the night. I would hush him into sleep, heart to chest, no rest. Other children needs to meet, only had 2 hands to feed. Still I saw he burned too neat, needed more, I kept score. There was love in how I'd wait, in the silence, in the ache. There's a thread that never bends. He don't feel it now, but it never ends. They said they saw him just last week, didn't know it once once was he, laughing wide but eyes were weak. He don't eat, he don't speak. He the clown in someone's court. They the kings he just support. Older men, they use him short. He the show, they don't know. Some say let him go, you must. But a mother's heart don't rust. Every thought still hums his name. I still ache, I still wait. Maybe I should stop the prayer. Maybe silence proves I care. But he's still my breath somewhere. Still alive, still mine. There was love in every breath, every hush that held his mess. There's a light I still defend. He don't see it yet, but he will again. There was love in how I'd wait, in the silence, in the ache. There's a thread that never bends. He don't feel it now, but it never ends. Ooh. One more.
A couple of years went by. It started out as just a few weeks, and they turned to months, and then the months turned to years. That first year, oh my God, it was rough, I won't lie. There ain't much this world holds more hollow and more haunting than watching a mother mourn her child and not even knowing if he's dead or alive. You try to stay busy. You tell yourself he's okay. You look at the mall. You check the phone. You make deals with God in the quiet. But there's no sound louder than the empty room where he used to be. And that woman, his mother, she cried like something that had been ripped out of her chest, and maybe it had. But she kept going for the other boys, for the sake of holding what was left. And me, well, I didn't know how to grieve. I didn't know how to grieve loud like she did. So I went quiet. That house was full of noise, but all I heard was absence for a long, long while.
Me and my dog, we sleep out back under pine and top and a torn old sack. No rent, no bills, can't track my line.
I ain't got no mailbox, huh?
Out of sight, out of time.
This is freedom, man. Pure and clean. You call that living? He's freezing lean.
All the voices in my head say we good, don't need no bed. Said I'd cry, but I don't try. Told my conscience, hush, let it ride. Ain't no shame in walking on.
Boy, go back before he's really gone.
Oh, I'm doing fine. Yeah, me and my dog.
Clean head leaves.
I'm doing fine. Me and my dog.
And the monkey.
Had a coat, traded it for strings. Dog shivers tight, but man, I sing. Fingers numb, but heart still hot.
It's cold. Just forgot. Play it loud. Drown out the doubt. You
Traded warmth for chords. Get out. Strummed a tune by the fire spit. Had no verse, but it still hit. They laughed, they drank, then they were gone. But my dog stayed, so I play on. That mutt's the only friend you got. At least he stays when the bottle's not. Oh, I'm doing fine. You believe that? Yeah, me and my dog don't need no leash. I'm doing fine. You can't be reached. Me and my dog and the monkey. Cousin said daddy's down bad. I said nah, he's tough, just acting sad. She cried, said come home, now's the time. But I ain't living by their line. He's got cancer food, you waiting for what? He'll be fine like always, he don't rot. Go back, make peace. You leave now, you weak. You ain't fine, you just hide. That ain't love, that's just pride. You sure about that? Yeah, me and my dog. He shivers, man. I'm doing fine. Still talking big. Me and my dog. And the monkey.
Like a prodigal son. Oh my goodness. If you ever said those words, I've sinned against God and against you, against my own body. You can't even call me son. Just call me a man. Let me lean in. Let me learn from you. Show me how to stand. Oh, if those words were ever heard, if he were ever to humble. If God let him live through that break, that day, oh, that would be a good day. 16 years. 16 years went by. Some days it felt like a blink, other days like time forgot to move. We were torn in pieces. Laughed when we could. Cried when we shouldn't. Talked about him like he was both gone and coming back. And then one day, well, one day he came back. Not with the suitcase, not with the story, not with answers. Oh, just a shadow of himself. Barely whole anywhere. Just in pieces, out of glue. He sat in silence, looked past us, smiled at things that weren't even there. We didn't ask too much. We just cooked food, kept the lights low, tried to speak softly. What do you do with a soul that's been chewed up by the world and by his own hands? And we tried to make him laugh again. We tried to talk about anything without pushing, but mostly we just let him be. Because there were things you can say and things you shouldn't say, and things you can fix and things you have to carry, and some things you kneel and pray over, and others God hands right back to you and says, this one's yours. At least that's what it feels like. And what do you do then? Well, you got nothing to do but hold on. And you hold it. And you hold him. And you keep showing up. You love through the fog, believing maybe love isn't the cure, but the only medicine left. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm still figuring it out. Halfway through this story, still walking through the dark. But I know this. You don't stop. You don't quit. You don't run. You just keep loving. Even when it hurts. Even when it costs everything you got. Even when you can't fix it. Maybe because sometimes a heart just needs someone to sit quietly beside it while it breaks. Yeah.
He's been gone too long, chasing shadows in the night. Oh no, trading truth for comfort, light for dark. Wandering blind, still thinking he's right, but the road keeps tearing him apart. One day he'll stand worn down out of breath. No pride left, just truth and death. He'll cry, oh Lord, help me cry. Father, have mercy on me. I've sinned against heaven and against your name. Oh, against my body, my word, my flame. Please don't throw me away. And in that day when he comes to me, in that day I'll fall to my knees. Ooh, my boy was lost, now found again. Dead to the world, now breathing in. I'll clothe him in grace, wash off the years. Give him a name, dry all his tears. Ooh, in that day, oh, I pray he'll be mine forever, forever. He'll be my son. Truth is a door and he's holding the key. Not to buy love, but to set himself free. The lion dies, the man will rise. Fire burning in his eyes. A man will rise. In that day when the lies are gone, in that day when he stumbles home, I'm meeting with arms open wide, with mercy, no pride. In that day, you'll be mine forever, forever. He'll be my son. Oh, please, please, please. Lord, help me.
Well, Ben came back at 32. Gone as long as we had known him. He said he was tired. Said he couldn't live like that way anymore. I want to change, he said. So we went. We got him. And the boy, well, we knew he was gone. No stories, no letters, no music, no memory shared. Just a man now, a scar around his neck, a bruise still fresh, a scratch that told the truth he couldn't say. He didn't tell us everything, but the rope had snapped. He was out of plans, out of options, but somehow now out of life. He said, "It'll be brutal honesty from here on, Dad." Said he hadn't always told the truth. We knew, but it was a start. And maybe that's what being a man is. Not pride, not toughness, not finally owning your story, but yeah, it is. Finally owning your story. Even the shameful part. Even the lies. The world keeps us busy. Too noisy to think, too distracted to see. We live short-sighted, grabbing what we can touch, forgetting what really matters. But when we picked Ben up, he stood there. Garbage bag at his feet. His life in that bag. Clothes from under the bridge. A face weathered by storms. Eyes dim. And a voice that was soft.
Ain't laying in a couple days. Couch got dirt, not sleeping clay. Sky gone dark, wind got teeth. Pocket shy, lost his beat. They pass by, playing with trees. Talk too slow, world on freeze. No map, no plan, no key. Just a rope swaying off that beam. River don't reply. Storm won't pass by. Running from a shadow to a broke down door. Truth cut deep. Can't get no sleep. I've been down so long, I don't dream no more. Gotta hang the monkey. Gotta hang this monkey. Ran with a crew up in the hills. Stack a little green but skipped the bills. Smoke rolled in, fire took my pass. Dreams went up like broken glass. Dog took off, monkey stayed. Voice is sweet but led me stray. You good little bro, don't change a thing. But my good say ain't pain gon' sting. River don't reply. Storm won't pass by. Running from a shadow to a broke down door. Truth cut deep. Can't get no sleep. I've been down so long, I don't dream no more. Gotta hang the monkey. Gotta hang this monkey. Phone in mud, screen still lit. Mama's name, throat gone grit. Call her, man. Just call her. Fingers cold, eyes shut tight. Press that button, prayed it right. This your shot, don't miss tonight. River don't reply. Storm won't pass by. Running from my shadow through a broke down door. Truth cut deep. I don't sleep. It's either me or the monkey no more. Gotta hang the monkey. Yeah, hang the monkey.
It was under that bridge he tried to leave. An old brittle rope. But it didn't hold. And now neither could we. No, neither could we. I've been there too. Maybe you have, sitting in the car thinking about the tree, the ditch, the bridge, wondering if the impact would be enough, wondering if your family might be better off, wondering if you were ever enough. I've been there. But something, love maybe, hunger, a child's laugh, a woman's faith, something held me back. I don't know. That was my gift, my anchor, my reason. I had a woman that had been with me and believed in me since we were children. Ben did not have that. Not the way I did. Not when he needed it the most. Not when he needed it the most.
This is where the rubber meets the road. Lord, hold us now. Give us strength. Help us hold.
Help us hold on.
Help us be quiet. Full of grace. Help us move at mercy's pace. We don't carry him alone.
No, we ain't alone.
Make us strong where the rubber meets the road.
Where the rubber meets the road now, yeah.
Heard from my boy today, he called.
My boy.
Voice so thin like wind in fall,
Crackling like the leaves blowing by.
said he's back, no shoes, no pride.
Barefoot truth can't even.
Garbage bag so
Lord,
too tired to lie.
he too tired to lie this time.
Didn't ask about the scar on his neck.
I seen it though.
Didn't say why his voice was red.
He's here, that's enough.
Just held space, let the silence grow.
Sometimes you just say,
He's still my
oh,
son.
my boy, always.
That's all we know.
That's all we need to know.
Give us strength. Give us grace.
We need it now, Lord.
Help us move at mercy's pace.
Don't let us outrun
He
life.
come home, not on his own.
Dragging him chains.
We don't carry him alone.
We ain't alone. We ain't alone.
This is where the rubber meets the road.
This is where the rubber meets the road.
16 years we waited slow.
Lord, 16 winners.
Let us panic, then let go.
They came like storms.
We saw him once, can't place the date.
Faded picture in my mind.
We just wait
wait
and wait.
and wait.
Put him up, no mama crying.
Now she stayed home.
Hotel room, no questions flying.
Just breathing, just listening.
Just cook and clean and let him talk.
Let it pour, baby.
Let truth spill.
Truth like wine.
Let grace
Grace
walk.
took the lead, not me.
This is where the rubber
Rubber meet the road.
meets the road.
Hold us tight.
Give us strength.
Held on tight.
Help us hold.
Grace in the
Help us be quiet. Full of grace.
Grace in the still.
Help us move at mercy's pace.
Slow and steady wins.
We don't care
So we worked with him, got him into classes. He didn't think he needed them. Too small for that. They were too small for that. He was too big and beyond it. Well, maybe he was. Maybe he is. He had done a lot of work, but he wasn't finding the places to put those pieces of that puzzle in his mind and his heart and his life. And I think he had a lot of pieces he'd picked up along the way that belonged to other people's puzzles, and he couldn't figure out where to fit them in. But clarity don't come from brains alone. It comes from listening, from seeing your own shadow in someone else's story. It comes from stepping outside yourself long enough to catch a glimpse of what others see when they look at you. At least that's what I've come to believe. And that, well, that's the best view I think you'll ever get. Looking at yourself, honestly, from the outside. I gotta tell you, sometimes that'll even drive you crazy. For me, it's learning to look at myself the way God looks at me. Not who I am or where I've been, but the potential I am to Him and to the world. But Ben kept floating, still between two worlds. A year passed, and two. He stayed, but he didn't settle. He'd fall. He'd take off walking down that street, and it'd be days before he'd come back, and we didn't know where he went. He'd try to climb back up, and then he'd fall again. For a long time, he didn't stay clean enough, long enough for his mind to really be clear. And I wondered what it is he tells himself when he steps out that front door. What voice whispers in his head when he heads up the driveway and disappears again? He's got food, a warm bed, people who love him. So what is it? Is it the walls, the silence, the weight of being seen or being known? How do we know what to do? I'm a man. I want to fix things. Mama's a woman. She just wants to hold him and make it right. He won't build a new life, won't make new friends, won't get a job. Too foggy, too fragile. And you know what? That's completely understandable. He's trying to outrun that old life without running toward anything new. Resisting what we believe. Resisting anything bigger than himself. But you can't live between two worlds. There's no air there. You can't breathe in between. You can only float so long before the water pulls you under. Maybe that's how it happens. A thought, a tiny, toxic, flares up and he doesn't dismiss it. Maybe he can't. And before you know it, it consumes him. It's a fire. And now he's walking each step with one purpose. Each lie he tells himself, just grease for the next one. That's right, just grease for the next one. No thoughts of consequences, no thoughts of us. Just a lie that lets him move, the lie that lets him leave. Yeah, stuck in these four walls was too much.
I've been sitting in this room, same four walls, same old gloom, telling me I'm doomed. Thought I knew, but I don't do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Said it ain't me every time, pointing fingers, throwing lies like I'm doing fine. But I'm lying, can't deny it. Used to say I had control, now I'm scared of being alone. Ain't home, ain't home. Swore I'd never lose my grip, told myself I'd never slip, but here I am again. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know, yeah, I know I said too much. Can't remember how to trust, I broke it off. Yeah, I made that call. Tried to walk but lost my feet. Every mirror's blaming me, I closed my eyes. Just lies, why try?
Guess I thought I had it straight. Guess I thought that I was great. Too late, empty plate. I know, yeah, know I pushed away. Couldn't even cry that day. Just great, no way. Used to laugh and play it down. Now I'm screaming with no sound, no sound. Just drown. Ooh, 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 ooh.
It can't be them. Every time, it can't be them. It's me. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. I swear I'd change if I knew. But I don't. Help me. miss the hush. It feels like home. I feel like home. Wish you were home. It feels like home. We feel like home. Every night feels longer than the one before. Memories of fire behind a closing door. Closing door. Laughter fades to echoes on the telephone. People all around me, but I feel alone. Alone. I know. Oh, I know you felt it too. I'm hoping we can pull it through, but it's feeling blue. I know. Oh, I hope we do. I really hope we make it through. Baby, it's up to you. I know. Oh, my heart is holding true. I'm hoping we can feel brand new. Still feel like you. Feel like home. I feel like home. We feel like home. Look what he said. You up? LOL. Who this? The guy from class, the one who dropped his pen. Wait, that's you.
Yo, what you doing right now?
Bro, look what she texts back. Low-key hoping you text. Aw, stop it. Now you're cute. For real, BRB blushing. Yeah, babe. LOLIKRWYDILY. Heart, text me forever. Envy and the world. You and me equals 100.
Oh, that's right. You know what he told me next?
So, you like me? I don't know. Maybe. Look, okay, yes, OMGAYO. I know, right? Wanna be my one and only. Y or N? LOLMGILYTPHILYSM. Text me forever. In the end, the world, you and me. Destiny.
Hey, you about us? Like what? Like future us?
I've been thinking same, like house dog, Wi-Fi babies, bruh. I'm crying, yeah, babe.
That's love.
LOLMGILYTTY. Text me forever and be in the world. You and me equals destiny, and that's real.
So, we official. My profile says in a relationship. Should we change it to engaged? BRB. saying yes. ILY143, talk soon, future wife. ILY2, now and forever.
LOLMG, text me forever. In the end, the world, you and me, forever. Ooh.
Walking down the block, got my headphones on, feeling strong. Sun on my shirt, breeze singing along. Come on. Sidewalk rhythm in a two-step flow, bougainvillea bloom and a radio glow. Let it roll, let it roll. Dogs barking, happy grills in the air. I smell that love. Every neighbor wave feels like a prayer. Ain't no rush, just a laid back thrill. This world's got soul and I'm catching the spill. Feeling it now, feeling it real. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Not just another summer, time to be chill. Not just another summer, the world can take a pill. Step into the music, feel it in your shoes. It ain't just another summer, it's a summer to move. Uncle got the ribs, cousin brought the corn. Hot plate, cold drink, life reborn. Granny on the porch saying, child, you were born for a time like this. Don't you waste the scene. You better live, you better lean. Down the block, they're dancing in the spray. Woo! Cool it down. Somebody turn the hydrant on today. Two sides to the world, one light to choose. So I smile at a stranger and give him the groove. Come on now, give him that groove. Give a little love to the folks you pass. Drop a little kindness, let the anger crash. We're building paradise one step at a time. From the front porch swing to the end of the line. One love, one block at a time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh, 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 Not just another summer, time to be chill. Not just another summer, the world can take a pill. Step into the music, feel it in your shoes.
it ain't just another summer. It's the summer to move, summer to move, yeah. Come on and give, come on and groove. Summer to move, yeah, summer to move, yeah. Play by the rules, love like it's cool. Summer to move, summer to move.
Nobody likes to argue, but man, that's what he did. And after so long, he just kept dragging us right in it with him, and we let that happen. That's on us. Arguing, picking fights, well, that made every day harder than it had to be. And a couple of years of that slipping by, man, that took its toll. It took everything we had. My woman, oh man, she'd always been a stay-at-home mama to take care of all them kids. Now she working 40, 50 hours, working 2 jobs. Between what she made and what I made, and I wasn't feeling well. I couldn't do as much as I used to. And it took everything, every credit card, every savings account, everything. Well, we're feeding him, we're clothing him, phone after phone, each one lost or broken or traded in or something darker. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe we're overthinking it. But every street sure seemed the same. Every neighborhood has that bad house in it. Whatever he's chasing, it don't matter where you go. It's always just around the corner. And when he walks out that gate, down that long gravel driveway, we never know what's going on. He won't say. But he's going to find it. Yes, sir. Still, there's a moment, just a flicker. He's got to fix his knees. He's got to stay clean. He's got to pray. Well, you know, for a couple of months, I got to say, he was the Ben I used to dream about, but never really knew. Music brought us close. I'd start writing songs again, and one day he brought me a scrap of paper. Dad, he said, I carried this around for years like the note you carried when you met Mom. His note was different, but it mattered. And we made it into a song. You'll hear it soon. For those 2 months, he shined. Something about him lit up. He was present. He was real. He couldn't be upset. We were in the habit of being prepared to defend ourselves and fight, and he'd just giggle and laugh and say, all right, y'all calm down now. I don't do those things anymore. It was amazing. My health was cracking. That old darkness, the one I carried from childhood, it started showing up again. I'd been through it, rode hard and put up wet. Anxiety lived in my bones, some from what my folks did to me, some from what I did to myself, even when I thought I worked it all out. Well, Ben took off again in the middle of the night. In one of his finest moments, as soon as we turned our backs, and he was gone again. And he was doing that thing again, tearing himself apart. Now, we didn't expect him to be perfect. We knew he'd slip, but we expected to be included. We expected some truth. And that old familiar ache, it came back. And I was wearing it deep and hard, like a heavy coat in the Texas sun. And still, he walked back down that road. And I'd wonder what he was thinking when he heads out like that.
Cake and consequence. Yeah. Don't look back, don't look back. You don't know me like that. They say, boy, walk the narrow line, say tight rope. I made mine, I've been good, mostly true-ish, but I ain't trying to be like you. You act like pain, gon' make me pure like rules, gon' heal what I endure, but this heart don't beat in straight time bars. I got my wings, I got my scars. I can have my cake, and I can eat it too. Make my own mistakes, ain't up to you. Ain't no shame in how I move. If it breaks, that's mine to lose. I can have my cake, and I can eat it too. They say love means sitting still. I say love's a chase, a thrill. I ain't broken, just the way. Don't need y'all judging what I take. If it hurts, that's just the price. Y'all act like fire ain't paradise. Truth ain't always black and white. Let me fall, let me fight. I can have my cake, and I can eat it too. Make my own mistakes, ain't up to you. Ain't no shame in how I move. If it breaks, that's mine to lose. I can have my cake, and I can eat it too. I ain't your boy, I'm a man. I ain't your project, ain't your plan. Don't need your help, don't need your grace. Just give me space, let me erase. I can have my cake, and I can eat it too. Make my own mistakes, ain't up to you. You don't like it, that's your view, but I ain't living for your truth. I can have my cake, and I can eat it too. Don't need y'all, don't need nobody. Said maybe just one more.
We tried. We really did. 2 years we worked hard at it. A lot of anger, a lot of words, a lot of anxiety, a lot of not knowing, a lot of wishing, a lot of praying, sore knees. Sore knees. And he'd be up and he'd be down, and there was no reasoning. But you know, He's never loved like we loved because he's not a parent. You have to be a mom or a dad to understand that in the second that child is born and put in your hands, you automatically would die for that child. Right then, right there. And that never goes away. Even if they're 34 and walking back down out the door in the driveway again. Yep. And it hurts. And you do. You die inside. But that's what you do for the love of a child.
Ooh, oh no, why oh, how much more, how much more? Didn't hear his steps today, didn't hear him pass my way. First we shrug, then we start to count, check his room, don't say it out loud. Yeah. Yards a wreck, dishes stacked, TV humming in the back. Door gets locked, then open wide. One of us prays, one of us cries. Yeah. Voices rise, we clash and spin. Can't keep joy or order in. Friends don't visit, kids stay gone. We don't blame, but we know what's wrong. Ain't nothing like the love for a child. You die for 'em the second they arrive. You give it all, don't need a sign. Not when they're lost, not when they lie. The flesh of yours, the blood of mine. Ain't nothing like the love for. Best days still don't make sense. He shines bright, then burns the fence. Gone again, right after peace. Hope gets big, then it gets beat. Oh, not again, not again, no. How we supposed to live like this? We walk past shame to find his name, but he thinks we're part of the game. Says we tricked him, says we lied on the day we stood by his side. Some nights we just stare at the walls, swearing we ain't heard no calls. Conscience slipping, lights turn low. We nod, we sigh, we still don't know. Hey, hey now, why's it feel like we the ones broke? Still holding on. Ain't no words for how this breaks, for the love that never shakes. He don't know what we endure, but this love stayed raw and pure. Ain't nothing like the love for a child. You die for 'em the second they arrive. You give it all, don't need a sign. Not when they're lost, not when they lie. The flesh of yours, the blood of mine. Ain't nothing like the love for a child. When they're gone, we already mourn. 3 nights gone, might as well be war. Might as well be war, Lord. So tired now, holding on, torn and worn. They come back, we start again once more. Ain't nothing like the love for a child. You die for 'em the second they arrive. You give it all, don't need a sign. Not when they're lost, not when they lie. The flesh of yours, the blood of mine. Ain't nothing like the love for a child. Still mine, still mine. Ooh, Lord, you hear us? We still waiting, still waiting, still loving.
Well, after 2 years, we finally got 2 incredibly precious months. It was amazing. The Ben we'd always dreamed of. The Ben we always imagined we could love. He popped out like, I don't know. He woke up one day and I asked him, "Where do you go when you're not here?" He goes, "Dad, I don't do that anymore." And he didn't. He was completely gone with that. His brothers came around. Fences and hearts were mended. Fences were torn down and hearts were mended. And it was a beautiful thing. And we were having fun and we were singing songs and we were making plans and future. And that was beautiful. We heard him play on that stage. We saw some of his old friends, some of the ones that were good, positive influences in his life. Some that had kind of held him together in times we weren't there. We got to see a little bit more and a little bit more, and we loved it. But he headed back down that gate again. When we turned our heads and we weren't looking, he told himself a lie. Whatever it was, he couldn't tell us. And that was a lie to himself and to us. And he was gone. And when he came back, well, by then my health had gone down and the cancer had come full blown. And it wouldn't be long. And that's when I die. That's right. I died. We'd run out of time.
Came back with bag of racks, winter coats and summer drag, dirt neath nails, old ink tags, names up to didn't look. Told myself I'd make it right, wash my shame off every night. Still I lied, still picked a fight. He stayed calm, I stayed calm. If I just had a little more time, gave a little more truth, a little less pride, held out my hand, said what was mine, maybe he'd still be by my side. I watched him pour his breath in me, fought that cancer quietly, tried to teach, but I don't see. I just took, never looked. Mama held us both so tight, but I broke more than I made right. She said I love you, but not tonight. Can't stay here bringing fear. If I just had a little more time, gave a little more grace, waited in line, let him hold me like I was 5, maybe we'd have rebuilt from the fire. Said what he deserved, only gave him empty words. I was wrong. He gave love, I gave storm. Said he'd teach me how to stand. I just fought with folded hands. Now I write it in the sand. Gone again, no amend. If I just had a little more time, gave a little more heart, little more climb, little humility, little rewind, maybe we'd have started all new. Maybe we'd have broke through. Maybe. Tick, tick, tick.
You know, sometimes it takes leaving somebody on their own to let them go where they need to go to find their way back home. And don't take me at that as though I have some wisdom. It just seems like sometimes it works out that way. Tough love, they call it. Man, it's the toughest kind of love there is for everybody. When you got to let somebody go and you don't know if they're going to live or die. Well, he couldn't stay after I passed. His mother said, "You broke twice as much as you fixed, boy. I just can't take care of you anymore." She didn't have anything left. So he went back along the river, not by desire for himself, not for a fix, not for this time. It was something different. It wasn't about want. It was about there just wasn't anywhere else to go. He had no one left but his mother, and she couldn't be there for him. Yeah, she couldn't continue. So one evening, not long after he left, he's back in that same old place. It's raining, middle of the week, town's quiet, it's dark, cars in the distance, shimmering lights on the street. He ducks under that bridge to hide from the rain. It's a familiar place. But when he looks up, well, there's the other end of that rope, still there in the rafters. And something inside Ben snaps. He runs, he leaves everything behind. He just keeps running through neighborhoods, down streets, across grassy parks and fields, and at some point, in the darkness, in the rain, in the thunder, he falls to his knees and he weeps and he prays. He don't even know who he's praying to. Maybe he thinks it's me. But halfway through he realizes he's talking to my Father, the Father of mercy. And sometimes, well, that's what it takes. Sometimes you gotta lose it all to come home. Ben came home.
I said you can't fix me with rules. I spat I won't bend to your will. I swore I'd be wild and free, but now I'm chained by my own thrill. I said I ain't gonna be like you, but I'd give anything just to hear your voice say, me too. Father of mercy, please hear my cry. I ain't got no tears left, just mud and sky. You know what I've done, but I can't run no more. Every lie I told is nailed to this floor. I ain't asking for a sign or a break from the storm. Just let me feel something cold or warm. Is your son real? Did he bleed for me too? If he did, then Father, help me make it through. Is it too late? Am I too far gone? Would you even know me with my shame on? God, I can't even stand, but I'll reach for your hand. Father of mercy, don't throw me away. If you're there in the dark, won't you light up my way? I've broken the trust and shattered the peace. But I'm here in the rain, just begging for release. Oh, let the shrug. When I opened my eyes, I saw familiar light. Didn't even know I'd wandered to this sacred site. That old hall where my folks once said I do, now it's glowing through the rain like it always knew. And someone saw me, called my name, said, "Ben, that you?" Like nothing's changed. I stood there frozen, soaked to the skin. Then I heard it again. Come on in. Father of mercy, is this how you call? Not thunder or fire, just a neighbor's drawl. I don't know much, but I know this is true. I'll take the embrace if it's coming from you. This is where it starts. This is where I begin.
Oh, that was the day. Yeah, that was the day I was there. And how I longed for that day. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for showing mercy, for extending God's mercy to my boy, for pulling that wet, stinky boy covered in mud and grass and tears and snot, pulling him inside and welcoming him back home. Thank you. That began the journey. He started studying the Bible with my old friend, my old colleague, my brother. And that old man still kicking. Oh man, he kicked hard on that boy. And he reached that boy's heart because Ben wanted it. The brother used the right tool. He used the Bible, and he opened the boy's eyes to God as who he is. And he showed him the Spirit. And Ben, well, he not only got a relationship and a real father, not just in the brother, but also in his heavenly Father. That became his mirror. And that's why he could look in the mirror when he shaved and he could feel okay.
Starting dimes. Up at 6 again. Clean hands, clear plan. Bible in the sun. Working one by one. Chores and calling mom. Boy, I'm coming strong. Still hear that voice inside, but Now I tell it why my feet don't run no more. I'm building at the core. I'm storing dimes in heaven, a little love at a time. I'm planting peace like garden rows. One row, one line, ain't breaking what I built this time. I'm storing dimes, saving nickels and dimes in heaven. Lunch break with the crew, show 'em what truth do. Bible study night, light switch on inside. Still miss my old man, but I'm walking his plan. Every day I choose to tighten up my shoes, lock that closet tight with scripture, love, and light. I'm storing dimes in heaven, a little love at a time. I'm planting peace like garden rows. One row, one line, ain't breaking what I built this time. I'm storing dimes, saving nickels and dimes in heaven. Yeah, 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 yeah. Told that boy at the shelter, you gon' make it too. Just don't let the monkey make the rules for you. I'm storing dimes in heaven, a little love at a time. I'm planting peace like garden rows. One row, one line, ain't breaking what I built this time. I'm storing dimes, saving nickels and dimes in heaven. Yeah, 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 yeah. Saving nickels and dimes in heaven. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like my daddy did.
One time he got a good job. He was doing good, being used in the congregation, and then, a young lady. Yeah, she thought Bryn was pretty special. She was about a dozen years younger, but she fell in love with his brutal honesty. Can you believe that, my son Ben? Brutally honest. Yep. That's what my daddy said about me. But he couldn't understand why she loved him, and she couldn't understand why he didn't make a move. So one day she just asked him, "Why don't you make the move?" Well,
I have a past, its weight is
what could he
great,
say?
stirs beneath what time forgave, a shadow cast in every breath, a silent oath, a whispered death. Our future, dim, unclear, a flame that flickers far from here. You would not like the truths I keep, the dreams that rattle in my sleep. Yet still this path shaped my frame and forged my soul through ash and flame. The man I am was born of woe, the roots of strength and sorrow grow. I lived too long on the far side of truth. Now my honesty cuts like a jagged tooth. I don't know soft, so I won't pretend. Take me as I am, I won't break up and haunts me, so I haunt me more. A phantom pacing every floor. I strive, I ache to rise above. Yet scars are guides in place of love. I falter, fail, but not deceive. And when I fall, you may retreat. But should you choose to walk with me, I'll learn with you if you decree. I lived too long on the far side of truth. Now my honesty cuts like a jagged tooth. I don't know soft, so I won't pretend. Take me as I am, I won't break up then. There are others pure, refined, with brighter hearts and clearer minds. They have more wealth, more light, more grace, but none can wear my wounded face. Still come with me through soil and rain, through bitter roots and flowering pain. Let's grow a garden, you and I, beneath the ever watchful sky. I lived too long on the far side of truth. Now my honesty cuts like a jagged tooth. I don't know soft, so I won't pretend. Take me as I am, I won't break up then. We'll dig a well, both deep and true, where only honest waters brew, and build a sweet, enduring peace, a sugar fountain for the bees.
Well, that's how it goes in love. That's how it goes when you believe. That's how it goes when you dream. You dream a sugar fountain for the bees. Oh yeah. Amen. Those were his words. That was his song. The only words he thought he'd ever need if he met the woman strong enough to take him on. And you know what? He did. And they did good that first year. You know, they got married and she got pregnant. You know, none of my other boys had babies. Yep, they're all married. But this was the first baby, grandchild in the family. And you know what? After 2 generations of boys, it was nice to see a girl. Oh, but she was a strong one. Yep. And we watched her grow. To watch her grow, to watch him struggle with her. When she became a teen, oh man, she put him through the ringer. Not like he did us, but he was up for the challenge. He had learned so much along the way. Now he had the kind of skills that the youth in the congregation would come to him. Brother Ben, I need to talk to somebody that understands. And that was him. Yeah. He had purpose. He had meaning. He had value in his life. Well, and today, oh man, today's a day. Today's the day that little girl graduates, and after graduation, she's taking off for a missionary tour. That's right, she's going to preach the Bible in foreign lands where the need is great. Oh, man. Yep, she's not afraid of anything. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of him and them. Now, you know, a few years back, Mama moved in with Ben.
He added on a room to his house for her, and she has no need. He takes care of her. Yep, he takes care of them all. He's good. He's responsible. He's honest. And honesty requires restraint. That boy is restrained. I don't think there's any freedom like the freedom of going to bed with a clean conscience, knowing you've done your best. That's right. Ain't perfect, making mistakes, but you make the mistakes and you clean it up. You own it. You tell the truth, and that owns it, and people respect you for that, even if they're a little upset at you at the time. That happens. They'll respect the honesty. So here we are today. I just can't help myself. I gotta go take another look. Oh, look at that. I wonder what's going through Ben's mind as he watches his little girl walk across that stage.
Step with me now. Yeah, that's a beat. Here we go. Walked the aisle, she crossed that stage. Cap on crooked, 18 brave. First girl born in a long old line. Felt like shine. One grandchild, she's all mine. Sat there stunned, forgot myself, what I was, who I once left. Whole life flashed in a younger face. That was me, time's a thief. Things come round in time, in time. Truth ain't late, it's right on time, on time. Love don't fade, it just refines. I'm still growing, but I'm doing someday inside. Did some dumb things, yeah, I know. Wouldn't listen, wouldn't slow. Thought I knew what I didn't know. Couldn't see too much me, too much show. Now my mama lives with me, queen of calm and dignity. Wife on my right, she my spine. She showed me strength, she showed me mine. I found my father's father, the one who sees it all. And when I cried, he caught it. Now I'm standing tall. Things come round in time, in time. Truth ain't late, it's right on time. Love don't fade, it just refines. I'm still growing, but I'm doing something to you inside. My daughter's sweet, may she stay that way. If she don't, I know what to say. Saw my daddy love a fool like me. Taught me how to let a man be free. Now I know how to be a man. Took some loss, but I understand. Now I believe in forever too. One day we'll laugh and carry through. And me a old man. Yeah. We gon' dance. We gon' dance. We gon' dance. Free.
Oh, yeah. That's my baby girl. That's my baby boy, my family. 40 years in the making. Every tear, every prayer, every slammed door, every quiet night pacing the floor, and maybe, maybe every night yet, every time I wanted to give up, but I didn't. Today made it all worth it because he's my son forever. Yeah. Forever. That's my son. And now I see the harvest. Now I see the joy that grew out of the dirt. I see his arms around his girl, the way he holds her like he'll never let her fall. Like maybe he understands now why I held on so long. And she's walking that stage cap high, eyes wide, on fire with a mission bigger than any of us dreamed. She's got courage in her veins, truth in her voice, and the word in her hands. Yeah, she's gonna take it to the nations, and she ain't scared of nothing. And her daddy, man, he's a rock now. Yeah, he's a rock now. Love is in his house. Peace is in his walk. He lays down at night with a clear conscience, and now what kind of freedom that is. Oh my God. That's the kind of freedom you can't buy. That's the kind of freedom that heals. So yeah, this is our story. It could be yours. When that angel snapped that rope, he didn't just save Ben. He saved all my babies' babies. That's right. And if this story becomes your story too, and then you save yours, well, then that one snap just saved the world. Don't stop hoping. Don't stop loving. Don't stop fighting for the ones you can't fix. Let today be the day. Let this be your graduation too, from fear, from shame, from silence, from standing still. Today we all get a gold star. Today we dance. We dance with purpose. We dance with joy. We dance in the face of everything that ever said we couldn't do it. Because everything's going to be all right.
Oh, knock, 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 knock. Gyro, so fat. Oh yeah. My, Lord. Saw my boy today. He changed. Lines on his face, but love remains. He walking tall with a past behind. Wife on his side, truth in his stride. Watch that girl take that stage. Carried our name with quiet grace. Eyes like fire, heart like bloom. Say that now. Heal that room, heal my wounds. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' the Father's way. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' the Father's way. Oh yeah. And I had my doubts, I won't lie. Prayed for him while time went by. Watched him fall, then try again. He fell hard, but he stood like a man. He tatted pain across his skin. Didn't know what it all meant then, but I see it now. It's the map he made. Oh, my son. He lost his pride found his fate. Everything gon' be alright, everything gon' be okay, everything gon' move in time, everything gon' fall this way. Everything gon' be alright, everything gon' be okay, everything gon' move in time, everything gon' fall this way. He became my son forever, forever. He my son, not 'cause he perfect, 'cause he ain't run. And that girl, his girl, she a light in this world. I see me in him and more of him in her. Everything gon' be alright, everything gon' be okay, everything gon' move in time, everything gon' the Father's way. Everything gon' be alright, everything gon' be okay, everything gon' move in time, everything gon' the Father's way. Oh yeah, nah. Oh man, my Lord, faith to life.
Well, now, I guess that brings us to the end of the story. I hope we tugged a heartstring or two, just enough for you to be merciful in your own life, because you're worth it. It's all worth it. They're worth it. And when you think about it, it only takes a little, just a little love, but you've got to love enough for it to be all right. So I won't preach long, but I will say this: love, well, you know, it believes all things. Yes, that's right. Amen. It hopes all things. It does. It endures all things. That is love. Think about those words. You've got to see yourself at the finish line. You've got to believe you can get there, to hold on. Don't quit. Truth is, we're only halfway through the journey. There's more to come, but I believe this. This is the outcome. Everything's gonna be all right. And you know why? Because it all works out in the Father's time. And because in the end, well, love, it never fails.
Well, if you've made it this far, thank you. That means something moved in you, and maybe that's what we're all hoping for. This story, this music, every note, every word you've seen here, it was created by just one person. But it's going to take a whole community to carry it the rest of the way. We still need at least 4 more chapters, new scenes, new songs, and new voices. We need actors, animators, mixers, musicians. We need hearts and hands that care as deeply as we do. If you can lend your skills, we'd love to hear from you. If you can't, please consider a modest donation to help us finish this right. There's a link in the description. Every dollar counts. And if your heart was stirred, share this video. This isn't public. No one finds it by accident. It only spreads through trust. Copy and share the link with someone who needs to feel what you felt. And if you like the music you heard in the intermission, that's from the Listen to Your Heartbeat album on the July Jones channel. That's another way to support this journey. Listen, like, share the music, and help us grow something meaningful. This project isn't about one man. It's not even just about Ben. It's about all of us. It's about redemption, about staying when it's easier to walk away, about giving love when you feel empty and staying soft when life's been hard. So from our heart to yours, from us through God to you, we hope you felt something. We hope you felt seen. And most of all, we hope you felt loved. We're praying for you, and we'll be right here when you're ready to come home.
Oh, love, 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 love. Charo, so fat. Oh, yeah. My, 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 Lines on his face, but love remains. He walking tall with a past behind. Wife on his side, truth in his stride. Watch that girl take that stage, carried our name with quiet grace. Eyes like fire, heart like bloom. Say that now. Heal that room, healed my wounds. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' Father's way. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' Father's way. Oh yeah. And I had my doubts, I won't lie. Prayed for him while time went by. Watched him fall, then try again. He fell hard, but he stood like a man. He tatted pain across his skin. Didn't know what it all meant then, but I see it now. It's the map he made. Oh my son, he lost his pride, found his faith. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' Father's way. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' Father's way. He became my son forever. Forever, he my son. Not 'cause he perfect, 'cause he ain't run. And that girl, his girl, she a light in this world. I see me in him and more of him in her. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' the Father's way. Everything gon' be alright. Everything gon' be okay. Everything gon' move in time. Everything gon' the Father's way. Oh yeah, nah. Oh man. My Lord. Faith to life.
Hush, mommy. Just a little bit shy. Let that whole light keep shining on the porch. I know where to find you anytime. I get lost, I know where to find those old coals burning. That little light flicker, keeping me warm by the campfire. Keep that old engine tugging. I'm telling you, I'm coming home.
Hey, do me a favor. I want to hear your tuning, top to bottom.